The cabinet slams. Oh. And the potluck battle is on.
Oh, boy. I felt so left out that I had to throw a couple in there. You know what I mean? I felt like
sorry, Jeremy. There's only 280 characters in a tweet.
That's true. That's true. Apparently, he doesn't know how to tag.
Out of all 280 characters, at Remy Balon was not available.
None of them.
I think they probably are, but
I
you know what?
Your Cincinnati chili shout out,
dude. War paint. I was getting into it. Let me
was
tell
that
you something.
Chili under your eyes?
Let me tell you something. My girlfriend did not like that at all.
Didn't like it. You did that?
No, she walked out of the room, and I haven't had her smell my face or anything, but it probably still smells like green chili. I mean, Cincinnati chili. Anyway,
you didn't do your nightly smelling of the face?
I guess tonight would be the night. Yeah.
Did she want you to big up some Pittsburgh favorite meal or something like that? Is there a big rivalry?
I don't know what that is. Heinz ketchup under the eyes? I don't know.
Heinz ketchup under the eyes. Primanti Brothers just above your cheek.
Oh.
I keep a kielbasa in each jar just in case, just an emergency kielbasa.
All right, before we name all of our favorite foods, let's get this show started. Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Danny Tamberelli.
I'm on your left, so this is really weird for me.
Who cares? And to his right, Mr. Michael C. Maronna.
Idea.
What is your right? Okay.
Yeah.
And my name is Jeremy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Our guest for the entire hour. Oh my God, we're so happy that you're here. And I know there's been some really, really dark talk on the internets and a lot of dark recipe talk and a lot of smack talk. And I just like to, she's a New York Times bestseller. She co-hosts the podcast This Might Get Weird. Ladies and gentlemen, Mamrie Hart.
Hi,
hello.
guys.
Hey, Mamrie.
Hello.
What a lovely day.
What a lovely day. You don't know how long we've been trying to make this happen.
Lovely day.
We don't have lights, Danny.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
actually, we can do 5 seconds, 7 seconds.
That's
really,
a lie.
If you wanna, no, that's
also
We've been defrosting for days in anticipation of this moment.
Oh,
is
I'm
what
so excited.
That's what Jeremy's trying to say, I think.
That's what I was trying to
So
say.
does that mean that you made your dough days in advance and you put them in the freezer, so the dough wasn't really fresh? You just like
I didn't.
pulled it out.
No, I made the dough.
Okay.
I made it yesterday during the Punch Fest and left it in the fridge until very recently. So it's warming. It's coming up to temperature right now. It's about to get put in a pan.
Whoa.
I'm very excited to see how this develops because it started as a potluck, then it turned into a nod to this past weekend's WrestleMania.
Right.
And I really like this aggressive cooking style.
Yeah, you want to see me put a stew in a headlock? We're gonna find a way. Over.
Well, last week we were talking about.
Easily I broke. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be. No, I can't be mean.
I can't.
I saw and I was disappointed.
Okay, well, you know what? Then I'll just be nasty now. I mean, I'm a face-to-face nasty person.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing I'm on the West Coast.
Oh no, but I'm seeing
maybe
you right now.
We missed that West Coast.
Maybe you're just face nasty, Dan.
That was my hip hop name.
Face nasty.
That was my hip hop name in high school.
Face nasty.
Yeah.
Right.
It was face
Souls
nasty,
of
you
Wyckoff.
nasty, and I'd go, I'm nasty. Yeah. it was very lackluster. It was a very lackluster face
Terrible
nasty.
hype, man.
Yeah.
Face nasty, you smell like stew.
Well, just for the listener, just to catch up in case they have no idea what we're talking about, we did a potluck today. Well, Mamrie, Danny, and Mike did. I decided to make dessert, and I figured I did make dessert. Yeah. Maybe I didn't see it, but I'll save it for later. I'll bring it out and present it and ship you a piece.
This is a twist.
Yes.
But this whole podcast is sponsored by Goldbelly, and they're going to ship a piece of all of our food to everybody.
I was going to say this is actually the VHS version of the Clue home game.
Right.
Yes. Press pause now.
Yeah, press pause.
Grab a card.
I hate to correct you, Danny, but this episode is actually sponsored by Blue Chew. It's an erectile dysfunction pill for you guys. So,
for real?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Shout out to Blue Chew for sponsoring this episode.
Which guy? Now, which guys are you guys?
Dude,
talking
that's
about?
up to you guys. That's up to you.
Oh, that's
too,
up to you
gents.
guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to have a problem getting an erection if they watch this podcast. Okay?
Thank you. Wow. And the hard hitting testimonials like that is what we specialize in here at the Danny and Mike podcast. And if you have a problem with our potlucks, just let us know at 347-470-8150. 50.
Took him like 6 years to learn that number.
Like the famous Van Halen album, 8150.
It's close.
Very
Very close.
Off by
Taylor.
30 years, but I'll accept it because that was a.
Where is he going? We're starting the
he's showing the thing.
presentation.
I just wanted to show the progress. We just got to defrost it. The olive oil is no longer solid. It is liquidified.
So for the listener, we're doing a bit of a potluck today, and who we believe probably is the most skilled of the bunch, Mamrie, is making food. Mike's making food, and Danny's making food. And I thought maybe do we want to just set it up and start? Maybe we can start with you, and then we can go each one by one to tell you guys to sort of explain what we're doing.
I agree. I don't make my own dough.
I saw the picture of that thing you're making, whatever it is, with the beets, and it looks
full
incredible.
Cheat. I bought the pie crust.
That's okay.
Okay.
Pie crust is
Like a
fine.
loser.
That's all right.
Pillsbury,
You know?
what?
It's okay.
Fuck Pillsbury.
All right. That's then.
That little guy's been my ride or die for 20 years. Okay, so I made, gentlemen, I'm calling it the
God.
time for a beat down, keeping with the wrestling theme.
Wow.
What it is heavy and awkward to lift. And it's also,
That means it's good.
so I roasted red and yellow beets and then sliced them. And then I put out the pie crust. And then I made a thyme and lemon zest ricotta and spread it. And then put the beets on top and then baked it and then drizzled spicy hot honey over
Oh, I
it.
love spicy hot honey.
Boy.
Me too, isn't it so
Is it homemade?
It's the
Did you make
best.
that homemade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
am
beets take a long damn time.
I'm air tasting it. I'm definitely air tasting it right now.
I'm
tasting
so
it in the
excited.
air.
So what would you call that? What is the actual?
It's called Time for a Beatdown, Jeremy.
I
were you
know that's the
listening?
name, but what is
2 puns, bitch.
what is the meal? It's like a phyllo.
Tart.
Okay, tart.
It's a tart.
It's a
It's
tart.
Hart's tart. Okay.
Okay.
Look, you have a
that's
lemon
cute.
zest ricotta. It's gonna be a little,
There's a
it's like
zing
a
to
little
it.
zing action.
Danny is attempting to summon the memorific for toothsome. He's trying to say toothsome.
Toothsome.
That is my favorite descriptor.
Isn't that
honestly.
a great weird word? Toothsome.
It's
There's a
toothsome.
lot of
Strange.
there's a lot of consonants in a row. Toothsome.
Toothsome. It's hard to get through for sure.
If you're
Okay.
constantly wiping the top front of your teeth, you know it's toothsome.
Is that what it is? Is if you get one of those little
Oh, if
sucks,
you're running
tooth
if
sucks.
you're running the windshield, if you're running the windshield
Well,
wipers a lot
let's
back
get
and
some,
forth.
Let's get some tang to it.
Of food, temptingly tasty.
This is a toothsome and gruesome tart.
Well,
Should I try it?
Yeah,
Like, are we like eating on camera?
We can,
wanna,
I mean, you spent all that time making it. Might as well eat it.
Wow.
And tell us how
Okay,
good it
I
will
guess.
be.
Wow. I'm nervous, and I could just lie.
Have you never made this before? This is a
No,
this
I made
totally
this
off.
shit
I
up.
love it. Off the cuff.
Well, because listen, if I'm going to be honest, the alt title is a beat and beat tart.
Oh, topical.
Of course.
Topical.
Okay, so here we go. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
listeners, you have no idea what's happening here, but
And for you Patreon listeners, you absolutely know what
you
you're getting.
do see it. A very beautiful
Oh,
slice.
is Patreon the video?
Yeah,
viewers,
that'll be the
yeah,
video portion. So yeah, I guess
I
maybe
like
we'll
that
just.
you took the bite off camera. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to pretend. Or maybe I didn't. I'll never
No,
know.
this is delicious. You get the herb, you get the spicy honey, the earthiness of the beets. It's like a beautiful dirt pie.
Now is
See,
Isn't it great
time?
how much
A good
beets
dirt
taste like
pie.
earth? Like beets just taste like dirt. It's not just me. It's real.
Yeah, but
didn't make
it's
it
like
up.
kind of sweet dirt, especially golden beets or yellow beets or whatever you got in there.
Dirt candy, they call it.
They're dirt candy. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys know that sometimes pregnant women crave dirt?
What
I learned this last week.
What? What's that?
to eat?
That's a legitimate craving for pregnant ladies is
Is
dirt.
dirt? God.
Pica?
Dirt.
Actual pica? Like you develop pregnancy pica? Isn't
Oh,
that
is that
like
what
the
you
urge?
crave it?
The urge? Well, like that's like an urge to eat rocks and dirt and stuff that's not food.
You pique
Isn't
my
that a spe-
interest. I didn't know this was the whole thing.
Idea.
Have I got a
Little dirt
restaurant
buffet.
idea for you pregnant ladies?
We got clay all day.
My
are you
my
still-
in-laws have 5 acres in PA. It's beautiful. Lots of dirt.
Are you still pregnant? Can you make it down to the studio?
You have to sign a waiver if you're over 36 weeks.
Do you want some toothsome mulch?
How I won Big Brother.
Well,
look at him doing the
I was
dough.
going to say for the podcast listener, Michael is currently kneading some dough. I believe that's what that's called. Maybe, I don't know, flopping it. Maybe it's
Jeremy,
called.
I love that you're like a host of Wipeout, but for this podcast, just
Basically.
telling everyone what's happening.
Yeah. This is, I'm Nicole Byer at this point. A much less sexy, much less famous.
No,
much
you're
less
just
everything.
as sexy.
Yeah.
You're just as sexy,
thanks.
Jeremy.
Thank
Don't
you,
fool
Mike.
yourself.
Cole's my girl.
Yeah, she's amazing. But Mike, do you want to introduce the? Jeez, something is happening there.
Boring. I'm smearing the cast iron pan just out of shot.
Okay.
With, my spice mixture.
you're using-
This truly is ASMR.
Yeah, that was some serious. That made me want to go check on my food that I've already finished cooking, and I'm pretty sure the burner's off, but I might have to go check again.
Okay, well, you're next, so you better get it ready.
But you know what? This check of the oven is brought to you by the fire department. Shout out to my cousin Tim Brunton, firefighter, was just awarded a medal today by the fire department. Way to go,
Nice.
Tim!
Congrats.
For bravery.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very proud. of him. That's very cool.
Did he jump into
That's
a burning
awesome,
building?
Tim.
He saved someone in a burning building.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not the first time he's been commended. So
I think you ship him that
guy.
pizza.
Good. This pizza is going to be eaten before it gets
that
across.
it's an adrenaline rush. Once you get that first accolade, you want to get more.
You're saying what? You're saying once you save that first life, you can't stop saving lives?
Yeah, you know what
No,
I mean?
Danny's talking the accolades, not the actual saving human life.
Exactly.
The accolades.
I'm glad that you heard that, because that's where I was going with that. It's like, hey, saving
I've been
people
trying
is
to
great,
get-
but I got this plaque, and if I get 6 more of those plaques, this backside of my wall here is going to look good.
I've been waiting on a pair of air accolades to drop for about 6 months now, and I keep getting frozen out every time Nike drops the accolades.
Well, that's
I
what
can't
happened
get
with
them.
Little Nas X's Montero shoes were actually called that, and so
Those are a no-go.
everybody.
You gotta
Anyone
do
who
it
wants
for
a
the
refund
plaques.
can get a refund, but you know what? Don't do it, because you know how much more money they are now that Nike said, screw you, we're not a. This is the most topical.
I don't know
this
that's
is
hot. I
this
don't
is
know
the
that's
most
hot
topical
sneaker
thing.
gossip.
Yeah, that's the hot sneaker gossip. Lil Nas
Nike
X,
stopped
he
making
made,
them because of people's reaction.
They disavowed.
never made
They
it.
disavowed.
Apparently, he said that,
As soon as they
found
put human
some
blood
other-
in them, they were like Nike was.
No.
Like,
They
don't tell
were
'em.
custom. These are a post-market customized sneakers.
Right.
They bought them and then they did what they want.
Right.
They did what
But
they
put
want.
the
I think it's a free
they put the
country.
swoosh on it and said Nike to make sure that people were like, "Oh, these are real." And then Nike
No, they didn't
said,
change.
No.
They didn't cover up that. Okay, I guess that's fair.
Wow.
I
mean,
don't know. I don't.
She's
Very current
transfixed.
news.
She's transfixed by the sneaker
I've
guys.
got the.
I like it.
I've got the ball in my foot on the street for the sneakers.
I've got the ball in my foot.
So
just
for the
constantly-
listener,
Are you guys sneakerheads?
No, I had a mild addiction in my early 20s to Nike SBs and a cool skateboard shop that was close to my apartment that I spent way too much money on. And now I still have them in a box somewhere because I was the idiot that was like, I'm collecting sneakers, but I like to wear them. And then I would just destroy them. And so I have like a box, like a big like Tupperware box full of like destroyed Nike SBs. And I'm like, should I throw them out? I don't know. They might be worth money later. But
You're
they're
the
not
last
worth any-
honest man in the world. No, you're the last honest man, Dan. You wear your sneakers.
I wear
no one
my
else.
sneakers. It's like, why buy them if
No
you're
one
not
else is
gonna
as
wear 'em?
true as.
That's a good metaphor for life.
yeah.
It's you're approachable.
Right.
Dan.
Plus, if you go to YouTube and you just look at a video and see people cleaning their shoes that look like death, and then magically they use a scrub brush and it's like a brand new shoe. So maybe it's not over for those.
Oh, no.
Jeremy,
I have
I
a
want to
hard...
look at your YouTube
Yeah.
history.
You don't want
yeah.
to.
Seems like you're getting into some
You don't
deep
want
dives.
to. You don't want to. It's all full of like Skinwalker Ranch stuff, and then
Yeah.
like
We ghosts, aliens.
Skywalker, is that Skywalker
He
Ranch?
watches-
Is that what you're
he
trying to make
watches-
a George Lucas reference
Oh yeah.
there?
Speaking of that, here's my podcast new merch for the Patreon viewer. If you can tell, it's a I don't know if you remember this, but it's an old Top Finder sticker.
You're the king of segues, Jeremy.
Yes.
Truly, you have never done a better segue, I think, in your life.
But that's a fireman
Is that
that's your
Mike's
uncle, Mike, taking
cousin?
an alien out.
Yeah, uncle.
That's not. Is that Tim? That's cool. Salute to
Tim, go.
to the firefighters.
But yeah,
Wow.
go to shopdannymike.com and you could get your own on there if you'd like. You know what I mean? I know we're plugging
I
a
love
lot,
it.
but
I would like one. They're very cool.
send
Oh,
it.
we'll send
Done.
You've already gotten one. It's already in your inbox.
But my
Jeremy, bleep
It's
out,
in like
bleep
I
out her
wear all the
address.
merch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an NFT, and you just spent $75 million on it.
Ooh.
Coins.
That's where I
Only
messed up.
coins.
Understand it. It makes few things have made me feel as old recently
Yeah.
as this NFT talk. It sounds like a wrestling league to me.
TikTok,
Ima-
NFT, and I'll just say Lil Nas X. I don't know
Imagine
much
if
about
you
him.
could buy. Imagine if you, Lil MH, could buy
God
the
bless.
Mona
It was
Lisa.
Mame Town, but we're
Imagine you could buy the Mona Lisa. Someone was like, "I'm going to monetize the Mona Lisa. You can buy it." But all you, MH, ever got was a receipt that says
You own
you
it.
bought the Mona Lisa. You bought the Mona Lisa. That's
but
it. You get the
people
receipt.
wouldn't have to pay me to use the likeness.
No.
Then
See,
who
I don't
gives a
think
shit?
so. I don't think that's right.
Exactly. Next topic. Next topic.
I like
Next
my-
topic. It's not Jeremy, some of the first NFTs were like NBA highlight clips. Okay,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
They're digital,
There's
though.
nothing
and
proprietary.
Pepe,
But there's nothing.
and Pepe memes
Right.
too.
There's nothing proprietary or smart or original about them. They were already created by a copyrighted mega corporation. It's not like a work of fucking
It's
art.
also,
okay. They were just a bubble investment made by rich people already investing.
They also use the NFT stands for non-fungible token.
Fungible.
Fungible?
It's fungible. Yes.
Fungible.
So if you
I can't talk well.
if you've bought enough spray stuff for your feet, antifungal stuff, you can also become an NFT investor.
I'm
It's a
still
secret
confused
loophole.
by it.
I'm too old, man. I just don't get it.
It's just.
You know
I'm
what I
telling you.
like?
I'm telling you. It's a receipt. It's just. There you go. It's just a receipt. Well,
I
that's
like cash. I like novelty-sized checks.
oh,
I want to hold
Novelty-
it in my hand.
I think
You
that's what
know?
we should have had for this winter today is a big giant check.
You want to announce the Publishers Clearinghouse winner, Jeremy, right here on the show, even though we're not live. It's
think
kind
we
of
could.
weird, but yeah, maybe just for Patreon
Yeah, the cook-off.
viewers. Only they get to see the big check giveaway.
What better discreet joke in Happy Gilmore is him driving around in his car with all these massive checks in the back every time he wins.
Yeah.
He just puts
So
it in the
good.
back of his car and he drives around. I always thought that was very funny.
A few years ago, I just got bored and made one. It was
Really?
a blast, and I brought it to a friend's house and dropped it off to them. Took some photos. What's so funny is I parked in his neighborhood, and I was getting out with the check.
You carry it. Exactly. There's
carry
always
it.
logistics.
And there's like a hair salon, and they knocked on the window, and they were like, "Congrats!"
They were already in it for you.
Yeah,
They-
it was like a refrigerator box dropped into it.
Do you remember Trigger
That's a
Happy
good
TV?
amount of money. Come on in. You need a haircut.
Yeah.
You need
Right,
a blowout?
You want to look good. You want to look good on the
We
news.
take
You want to
those.
look good on the
Cut us
news,
off a little
smiling.
piece
Yeah.
I love those oversized things. Like Trigger Happy TV used to have the oversized phone, that he would have, and he would go into like a museum. We've talked about this 100 times on this podcast because I love
really?
it. But
I got an oversized burger
let's-
right there.
oh yeah, well,
Let's.
Oh, that is an
Boo-boo.
oversized
oh there you
burger.
go.
It is.
A big
for
deal.
for the listener, she's not lying.
Yeah.
It's a normal size. That's a normal sized burger in any Las Vegas casino restaurant.
Truly. I just was in Vegas 2 days ago.
Whoa.
That's a regular burger. It's a small burger in Dubai, is what you're trying to say, right?
A small burger in Dubai.
Yeah, I just keep seeing these weird videos of the steak guy who does the Salt Bay, who does this and sprinkles the salt, and they're so creepy. Don't encounter him, and don't eat meat from his knife.
No
like
bad.
that.
Is he in Dubai?
Just eat them. Just eat them on a plate.
Wait,
He's
he
got
went to Dubai?
restaurants all over. I think he's got a restaurant in Vegas as
Well,
well
he had,
as
he
Dubai,
had a
New York,
restaurant
LA.
that was operating during the pandemic, and he shouldn't have been. He got shut down in Boston, I think.
Wow. I didn't realize he had such a large reach. Also, he should call his restaurant
Did you see?
Dubai.
Did you see? He's got such a large
Thank you.
reach. It's
Thank you.
only because he puts his hand so close
Right.
to the camera that it looks
we call it-
massive and gigantic.
This
Yeah.
is something that bros have had to deal with in the era of Zoom dating, and I call it I call it T-Rexing. When I meet a lady for the first time online, she doesn't really know how long my arms really are. And then if we ever meet up in real life, I can suddenly be like, "Oh, what's that? Is that a lollipop? What is that? Is that candy?" You know, I can actually extend my arm all the way.
Set the
where
bar
does my
low.
arm start? It's just right here.
No. It's not ableist. Where it's just you're T-Rexing. You don't let them know because of the angle of the arm where you actually begin.
Honestly, it almost doesn't even look like an arm. I don't know what that was.
My arm's so pale that it's just blowing out the camera right now.
Yeah.
You need to
Jeremy.
travel where clearly Jeremy lives in a basement apartment in Brooklyn.
If you think it looks like an arm, let us know at 347-470-8150. If you think it looks like a leg, let us know at 347-470-8150.
So
wait,
If you want us to send a message to Mamrie Hart, don't ask us to do that. Just you can ask her
I have a
yourself.
Patreon.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to yourself.
I have a Patreon. So I can come to that one. Wait, hold on. Someone else. Danny, what did you make? Because I'm just over here fully stuffing my face for all the...
Loving the beatdown. You're loving it.
And for the
this is
podcast
going to be
listener,
dinner for the rest of my family,
ooh.
but also
For the rest of the week.
It is.
I saw the size of that.
know,
I saw the size of that dish.
Pretty big cabbage. It's a little cabbage stew here because I've been on.
Mind if I call you Little Cabbage Stew?
I've been on a.
Oh, that's cute.
I've been
That's
on a. I've been eating too much meat and trying to just eat more vegetable based lunches and dinners.
I like that. I'm a vegetarian. So I
You're
like
a
that.
vegetarian. Well, this is a perfect vegetarian cabbage stew. So it's a whole head of cabbage. It's one gigantic yellow onion, 3 Roma tomatoes, and the little fun thing that's in here is that I really like these purple sweet potatoes because they're like
Me too.
they're like a little more like I guess the slower you cook them, the more mushy they get, and it almost like is like a cream kind of. So you can
you know what they're...
you can
There's
get
a chalkiness
you
to
can
it.
get it to like you can basically break it down to a point where it feels like you've put like something creamy in it, and it has a little bit of a sweetness to it.
But is that Japanese sweet potatoes? Is that what they're called?
It's
it's a yummy.
Exactly.
So the nice thing about those little hint is if you want to, you can toss them into the rice cooker with your rice, and they come out.
Oh.
Yes, they come out. Yes, you chop them up and put them in the rice cooker with your rice, and the yummy will come in really good.
I see. I very much. That's a good.
So we're mixing up our pizza sauce. We're almost there. Pizza
What
sauce
kind-
and stuff.
what
And
kind
I
of
made,
pizza?
I
I did
made a
something with the
cocktail
cabbage.
too. I made a just no big deal. Just some local PA gin.
Say it bespoke. Say it.
Pichode's aromatic bitters and a dark cherry and some seltzer.
I love a gin.
I'm a
good.
gin person. I'm not
Me
I'm not
too.
a vodka person. But I'm
Never.
a gin person.
Never in my life am I a gin person.
I've gotten to
Tastes like burning, moisty wet naps. You know those wet naps you get after you have ribs? That's what gin tastes like.
Mike, when have you confirmed that? When have you ever tasted that?
At a party, out of a plastic bottle.
Yes, I say Mike's been drinking Leeds gin out of a
as you
plastic
do.
bottle. No,
Mike, for the
No.
I'm drinking a $13 bottle of gin that I can drink straight if I want.
Brad.
I love it.
No
I'm
joke.
doing
Here's-
a hard seltzer.
Oh,
Because it's only
Get it going on.
it's earlier for me. I like it.
It's earlier for I can do day drinking and feel
if
okay.
it's a seltzer.
Mike,
Right,
You
because
but-
it's bubbles.
I'm going to circle
Go
back
ahead.
to cabbage real quick if you don't mind.
please do. Please, no,
The
no.
riveting content that everyone's here for.
Like Peter Rabbit, if I may.
If I may,
Please.
I did something straight nasty with a cabbage a couple weeks ago. I cut a hole in the bottom and straight up shoved a beer up its hoo-ha like a beer can chicken.
oh my God.
Put a barbecue sauce all over it, stuck it on the grill. It's fucking delicious.
Really?
So you wait, so
Debauchery.
you cut out the center from the bottom and just
Yeah. Like at the circumference of what a
Yes.
beer can would be.
yeah.
So you get a
And then
chicken and
rubbed
you
it all
measure
over with a
you measure
barbecue
the hole.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It takes a little work.
Yep.
It takes a little
Yep. It's just like
nuance,
using
a little more
chicken.
sauce.
You use a food,
You know,
use a food Sharpie.
it's-
You trace around it with an edible
It's
Sharpie.
the first time you're eating this cabbage. Things can be a little weird. I know.
You gotta be, you gotta have some bedside manners.
Problem
And
is
then I
cabbages
put it on
don't
the grill.
talk, so it's hard.
Yeah, there were some squeaks. There were some
That's
squeaks.
this is the tagline for my new reality show, If Cabbages Could Talk.
Brought to you by the Blue Pill.
See, I'm a huge. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here goes. Fully sauced, like
Right.
Danny,
Wow.
like Danny on the weekend.
Oh, show us
Fully
again,
sauced.
like,
Sandy on the weekend. Thank you so,
So that's
much,
just
Michael.
a regular pizza, right?
Sure,
Okay.
no tricks, nothing
A
up my
plain
sleeves.
pie, as it were.
See,
Skillet pie.
my cabbage needs a lot of
Thank you,
Hungarian paprika, or it won't work real well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great question, actually. That's your go-to spice, Mike and Mamrie? What's your go-to spice? Because I have one too. It's called Spike.
Did you say paprika? Did somebody already say
That's
paprika?
my
Yeah, but I
favorite.
said specifically Hungarian paprika because it's
Was that smoked or is that
it's
sweet?
It's a little more smoky than the Spanish paprika, which is
I'm gonna
more.
have
I
to
like
say
that.
smoke. I'm gonna have to say smoked paprika too, but that's just because we have the same name.
I'm also
Wait, Jeremy,
Yeah.
it was Spike?
Spike. Yeah, so that's
I'm
like
a-
a health food seasoning. In the Bragg's world, Bragg Spike.
No, Jeremy. You cannot include any spices that have an exclamation point
No.
in the brand name.
There is
you
none.
cannot include Spike.
I'm gonna show you
Yeah,
guys.
Spike has a
No.
Spike has a
But it-
has
but
an
it's like
exclamation.
a,
it's like Mrs. Dash for
Exactly.
vegans.
Kind of.
So you're like incorporating a bunch of spices under the same umbrella.
But
I
since-
think that might be cheating.
That's like that's like my
that's
favorite
definitely
multi-seasoning.
Well, that's not necessarily cheating, I guess, because Old Bay is a mixture.
because there aren't rules.
Old Bay is. Would you consider Old Bay in that same category?
Oh yeah, that was a great reveal, Dan, of my secret spices. I like that.
See, look at this Spike
like that.
seasoning. How can you not look at that?
Oh.
How beautiful that is.
I've
Nah.
never heard of this.
No.
Well, I can't recommend it
I like
enough.
how it's like this is a vegan. It's like aren't all spices vegan?
Well,
You can't have any favorite spices that are named after a cable TV channel.
as a vegetarian to another vegetarian, Spike.
It's not allowed.
Just
Disqualified.
like everything
you know what
Bravo
you do?
seasoning.
You can
Yeah.
put it on anything. It's
There goes
really
my-
it's really delicious. And then at 11 p.m. we watch dudes fight.
I'm a big fan of the everything bagel if we're
Ooh, the
incorporating
seasoning.
lots of spices.
Oh yeah,
I
the topping, very cool.
Trader Joe's.
put it on a salad, put that shit on everything. But also Old Bay because I use it to make shit taste like seafood.
But that's what I'm saying. Old Bay is a mixture of a bunch of seasonings together.
That's okay.
Mrs. Dash or Spike.
I don't
guess.
understand. I don't understand how the everything bagel topping people stay in business because they have to buy so many everything bagels every day and then pay the
Right,
labor
but-
to
As
scrape
somebody-
to scrape
hey,
them
Michael.
to scrape
Yeah, but
them.
they
Michael, as
but for every
somebody-
bottle you buy, a homeless person gets a bagel.
Let me
You get a free you get a free plain
Bagel
bagel.
shoes.
Guys,
I
I
think is what it
I just gotta jump in here because I worked at a bagel store.
Okay.
I rolled bagels.
Okay.
I
Wow.
made bagels.
Okay.
And-
Oh, you rolled bagels. I got you. Now let's go back to Fish Tour, Dan. Let's
I
do it.
rolled bagels. I rolled bagels in the walk-in box.
Big fat bagels.
and took the 32-ounce Gatorade
Very
containers
kind,
and
very kind
Right.
bagels.
Very kind bagels. No, but there's no you don't go out and buy like an everything seed. You buy your poppy, you buy your your salt, you buy all that stuff, and then you just put it in and mix it all together.
What are you, a commodity
I'm just
salesman?
saying.
Here,
She's
I
not
got
starting
I
a
get
bagel
you
shop.
on 1,200 contracts.
She's just putting it
How
on
many
her
peppercorn
eggs and shit.
contracts can I sell
understand
today?
the everything bagel thing. There's no everything. There's no everything mixture
I'm just
market.
saying the business
okay?
plan. The business, just saying the
It's all
business
single
plan with
stuff.
the
It's like,
scraping,
hey, this company
with the
makes-
scraping, the scrape labor.
This company
How
makes
much you
the
going
best
through in
sesame.
scraper blades?
This company makes the best
Wow.
sesame
Yeah.
seeds. This company makes the best poppy. This company makes some good
Right.
garlic. And then
Yeah,
that
let's
bagel
play 'em off
store,
against each other.
That
Yeah,
bagel
yeah.
store is the one that makes the everything blend that you like or
The
don't
blend.
like.
Until
And it's
Trader
like,
Joe's
Until
Oh,
Trader
came
Joe's.
along
Yes.
and said, "We'll do all that for you."
Right.
We don't.
We'll cut
we
out,
know
we'll cut
you
out
have.
all the various middle people.
We have limited spice rack space. We can take all of this and condense it to here. And
To
I
one.
said,
Thank you.
"Give me one thing a week.
okay.
I'll
okay.
take it."
Yep. Well,
I'll
one
sign
a
the
week.
Oh, so you're on
Might
a
be.
subscription deal with the
Sodium wise, but
Big bagel. Oh my goodness.
Oh come on! A salt bagel was such a pleasure when I was a little kid. I think because I had it like once every blue moon.
oh yeah, there's
A salt bagel. What do you also like? Vanilla?
It was so weird. No, I'm a chocolate man. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
About to add the mozzarella, so stand by.
yeah. We're
Ooh.
in the middle
I
of
went to my
Is that
I went
a
to my
Wayne
first
flag?
I went to my first 3-year-old birthday party with my son last weekend.
That's a ween flag. Thank you.
It's a ween flag. Yes, it is.
Okay, sorry, didn't mean to. I want to hear about the birthday party.
No, you don't have to hear about it.
I do want to.
I'm just trying to tell you what I'm about to tell you is serious. Okay, it's a serious thing. They had bagels cut up into little, like probably 6 pieces for like a bagel sandwich, and they had tuna and chicken salad. And both times I went up there, I didn't look before I grabbed, and they were both cinnamon raisin bagels. I ate a tuna fish sandwich on a cinnamon raisin bagel.
You got what you deserved.
No, it was amazing.
What? No.
Really?
Don't yuck my yum.
No, I'm telling you, it's like.
Wow.
People get those like Waldorf tuna salad with like grape and there's a little like sweetness to it. It worked out just fine. It was actually very good.
I'm
You just
working on
Waldorfed?
Wait,
a Waldorf, taking inspiration from a Waldorf salad, which I've never seen anyone order in my whole life, but I've also never been to the Waldorf Astoria, so who knows?
You chopped up an apple and threw white paint on it.
No. I am into fake food, though. I've been making fake cakes. I don't know if you can see that one.
Ooh.
Hey, fake cake.
Fake cakes. No, I'm going to come up with, minus the mayonnaise, like a Waldorf cocktail where I'm going to juice green grapes and apples and do some walnut bitters. And I'm gonna figure, and some rum, and I'm going to figure it out and get like the flavors of a Waldorf salad.
What about a hard cider? No?
A hard cider?
A Waldorf salad,
A hard
hard
apple
cider?
cider? A hard apple cider.
Oh, we could do that, but I don't know. I want to be in charge of all my nuances.
I think the rum is a good idea. That's a good look.
Can I ask you?
For that.
Here goes the
Mozzarella's going on.
Mozzarella.
So, Mike, you've I can't hear us. I believe he's park hooked the dough, right? Put it in the oven for a minute with the sauce on it, and now he's putting the cheese on it, which is, again,
Oh.
Yeah,
there's a method.
Mike has a system.
Yeah.
I don't mess with the cast iron. I'm a pizza stone guy. I'm not a cast iron pizza person.
So, Mike, is this a quarantine hobby, or has this always been a passion of yours?
What am I following?
Is this pizza making a result of being stuck indoors so much last year, or did we always like the dough?
I have never tossed dough until I turned 43. Can you believe
They
that?
say that's when it kicks in.
Right? 10 years post Jesus, and here I am. I guess it was just a result of the algorithm kind of selecting videos for me after I watched some other making videos. And then, I'm scared how quickly the big video websites like sort of sort you like balls in a pachinko machine into these funnels of interests, and sending me this cast iron skillet pizza recipe that I really enjoy.
I think that algorithm worked in your favor. I embrace it.
In that case.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to tie this together. There's a place in Venice that's called Abbott's Habit that does, you choose your pizza crust, what bagel seasoning you want on it.
Whoa.
Pizza crust, bagel seasoning? Pizza King.
Yeah,
I'm
so
ready.
you can be like, with a poppy crust, or with an everything crust, a garlic.
Oh my
salt
God, that's a
crust.
great idea.
And then Danny pops in and says, "I have sourced the finest sesame seeds, and I
where
have
are
the
your sesames from?
only
Okay.
Yeah.
The guy that runs Abbott's.
You want them?
Abbott's Abbott.
They're from New Jersey.
I
Yes.
hate everything.
all of the peppercorns of the many corners of the world."
He ate a bunch of acid. He went out to Joshua Tree and he just started singing that damn pizza bagel song. And he was like, "I have an idea." And
Yeah.
He's
boy,
never
it's a good
stopped
idea.
singing it since then.
Mhm.
You can have
You can
pizza,
put
on, a bagel. And he's like, "What if I put the bagel on
Bagel on
pizza?"
the pizza.
I'm telling you, I'm about to.
I don't think they have the budget for a commercial, but if they do, we're making their commercial.
We're ready.
So,
Here's the spec.
Mamrie, can I ask why you're making
Yes.
fake
If
food?
you like our commercial, let us know. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mike. 347
Fake food is very
Yeah,
interesting.
what is it? Are you just doing it as a hobby thing, or like are you?
I've always loved fake food, like when I used to be a kid. Like, I just think it's really fun. And then I saw forever ago, Amy Sedaris doing a tour of her house, and she had all these fake cakes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
love
looked like
them.
fun, right?
And they're so fun. And then I was like, I'm going to go on YouTube and look at a tutorial And then I made these little fake cakes last week.
Amazing. That looks great.
Isn't that cute?
It's
Right.
That's
Right.
the algorithm working for you.
Yeah, this
These
is
are
how my algorithm.
These are commonly made by saliva thieves who just want to get people to drool in their houses, and then they collect the saliva for their nefarious purposes. So you risk being profiled by the FBI as a saliva thief because they check the algorithm.
Small
You know what I
spray
mean?
bottle of water and/or glycerin nearby to really just to really accentuate. I'm not bad. No. I'm not even.
That's a
crying.
nice
It's
prop
just
trick,
spraying on
actually.
to make it look like, ooh, this is extra juicy.
I need to shellac it.
Shellac
I
it,
need to get a gloss.
shine it up, gloss it up.
It's spackle.
Would
you fix your holes in your walls?
put a face. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, I just wondered.
Just
what it
don't
is.
use stucco unless it's like a wedding cake or something.
If I'm doing that for like this Mexican chocolate cake.
Okay.
Just a little stucco.
Right.
That's like the worst thing I've ever seen on walls in my life. Worse than like bad posters.
Stucco?
Bob Marley, like weird Bob
Outside
Marley.
Do you know how many
posters.
commercials?
It's like,
do you know how many
you have a
commercials I
stucco
watched?
house?
Dan, do you know how many commercials I watched for Garden State Brickface and Stucco? Do you know how many commercials I saw for Garden State Brickface and Stucco? I can remember every surface. I thought Stucco was the moon.
Oh, somebody's calling you.
Going in the broiler.
Oh yeah, he broils.
He's
it now.
broiling.
That's-
You know what does sound like a yummy wall, but isn't? Popcorn ceiling. Those were a very delicious thing to name your ceiling
Yeah.
when they weren't edible.
They'll also kill you if you eat them. It's full of.
I know.
Also, this might too.
They
but
also shouldn't make things that. And I'm gonna tell you all this too. When I was like 3 years old, I ate oven cleaner. But my mom is a nutritionist and like kind of a hippie, and
She
had
immediately fed him baking soda.
Had the natural stuff, and it smelled like sweet cherries or something like that. And as a little kid, I just took like a big heaping like yum spoon. No, it was like a greasy fucking.
Why did it come in a Lick-O-Made package?
Yeah,
is my question.
All I know is that the next 8 hours, my mom was crying, standing by my side, thinking I was going to die. But I turned out okay.
For the next 30 years, you've had just beautiful shit every morning. You are just cleaned out.
You know, I've been regular ever since. That is true. It's just like a little bit, just like a little. It's like an oven cleaner spit shine.
Well,
Oven cleaner spit shine, the Danny Tamberelli story.
well,
Will you show off your terrible concoction before I reveal my pizza, Danny? Come on.
What do you mean my terrible concoction? I've already showed it.
he's
to
been
you.
eating. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh no, I mean the big dish. I mean the big oven dish because Mamrie gave us a nice platter
Hold on, I'll give you a
presentation.
presentation.
I like your oval, Miss Hart.
My what up?
Your oval was great. The thing with the tart with
thank
in
you.
the serving platter. I think it was nicely shaped. Jeremy, help me out here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a big beet fan, but I have been turned on to them recently. Oh my god, it just looks amazing.
They look really appetizing.
And
Right?
here is just for the record,
It's the drizzle.
we are sort of starting to run out of time, but
It's the drip.
Oh, shoot.
here is
Okay.
Oh, Danny.
Oh,
Danny.
Danny.
Jeremy, are you ready?
Ooh.
this is a
Isn't she pretty? If I try to tip it over anymore, I'm gonna spill all the stew juice all over my computer. So I ain't doing it.
now this.
Okay, guys, just hold up your dishes for two more minutes till it comes out of the broiler.
This
Jeremy, what is
this
that?
is a homemade key lime pie, and it's a little different. It's my favorite dessert, and I've thought
Mine too.
really?
No butter. Oh,
Two
mine too.
vegetarians, same dessert, same favorite dessert.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
The this is like a quick version. So you get Cool Whip, sweetened condensed milk, and then some Nellies.
That's
And
key
you
lime
whip,
pie.
and you whip it all together. You put it. This is a pecan crush shell.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Pecan crush shell, and then you just put it in the freezer for like overnight, and then you slice little slices, and it's incredible. But it's not like
An icebox pie.
yeah, it's not like it's a recipe from a vegetarian place I worked at, but it's like so light and fluffy, and you don't have to like have eggs in it, and it's just the best. So
Jeremy, you were all like, I'm not really making anything. And then you bust out a key lime pie.
Yeah.
It just
But he didn't
accidentally
stand there
happened.
and meringue, the heck out of the. It's meringueless.
It's the simplest. We're gonna post all these recipes for you folks, for you beautiful, beautiful folks.
But
so you
Jeremy
can
was
make your own.
dancing around to merengue music while he was making it.
My favorite is Merengue 5. I don't know if you heard it's a
so
Maroon
that's
5
funny. I like
merengue
the
cover
track.
band. It's not. It
wow.
doesn't exist.
Merengue 5 is a Maroon 5 cover band in merengue.
Maybe that's a lie. That's a lie.
They also
I
cover
think
Jurassic 5. Don't sell them short.
I was trying to get Danny to do a bluegrass band
And Mambo number 5.
with me called the Blue Yachties, but where we just cover yacht rock, but
I thought we were covering.
Yacht Rock
I
is
thought
my
we were
favorite
covering.
genre.
Sponsored by the Blue Pill.
I thought we were
Bluegrass yacht
covering
rock
Little
covers.
Yachty.
we could get Yachty. I mean,
Yacht rock is my absolute favorite genre.
it's
So
I'm pissed. I'm still sitting on Steely Dan tickets because it keeps getting canceled.
oh really? Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought
Best.
they were like an investment. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting on my Steely Dan tickets.
Well, I did get the
Mimi-
Steely
Mimi,
Dan NFT.
how dare you? How dare
What?
you call Steely Dan yacht rock? How dare
No.
you?
right
it
after you bought it,
100%
he said,
is.
he
No.
said, Mamrie, don't lose
100%.
that number.
No.
Steely Dan is considered in the yacht rock
Well, they play
genre.
it on yacht rock on the Sirius XM every day, multiple
Really?
times a day.
No,
Yeah.
I have problems with that.
Well,
Well, who's your go-to yacht rock besides a Michael McDonald, etc.?
no
I
crisscross.
mean,
Yeah.
It's tough. Christopher Cross is pretty good, and I would say
Seen him live?
Ooh.
Basically, the song Sailing.
Jerry Rafferty.
Rafferty, yeah.
Oh, I love Jerry Rafferty.
You know what?
Any captain into
Wait
Neil?
a second. Wait. I need to jump off for just a second. You had because I Jerry Rafferty just hit a nut. I just
Oh, Michael C.
Wow, look at that pizza.
Wow. That looks delish.
That looks incredible.
Also, your house is on fire.
I'm just
I
going to
think.
hold it under the microphone for a while now so you hear it.
Oh, you can hear it.
Okay, hold on. I'll be back.
That was a beautiful sizzle.
I almost bought some Chicago pans and that little holder thing they use in Chicago. You know what I mean?
Quiet. You're
I thought
quiet.
you were going to say Chicago albums. I was like, we're
Well,
still.
is that yacht rock though? I don't know if it is.
Very, very
No.
shallow callback.
Yeah.
Man, that sizzle is pornographic.
Thank you.
Well,
I think.
Wow. No, I'm just saying for those who really
Yep.
like the sound of food.
yeah, that's
a
the
good sound bite.
that's
a sound bite. If
that's
you
an
will.
NFT. Yeah, we just made an NFT, I believe.
Highest bidder, go to Patreon if you want the NFT sizzle.
Would you like Mike's sizzle? Go to DannyandMike.com /NFT.
I just have a bone to pick with Jerry Rafferty because this is like talk about you want to talk about yacht rock and you feel like this like
Dan's in his zone.
not pretentious or I don't know. All I'm saying is that on this record, City to City, he has special. Where is it? In his special thanks, it's many thanks to everybody who helped the making of this album and curses those who hindered.
Whoa.
Stop it.
Wow.
Who fucking
You
writes
could just
that
put in
shit?
curses next time.
Who the fuck writes that shit
Jer-
on the back of an album? Pressed millions of copies.
Gary Rafferty.
Millions and
Like, that's-
millions of copies
That's
of this
some
record.
like Trumpian shit right
Yes,
there.
A little bit.
It's insane. Thank you to all those who helped me, and curses to all who hindered. He didn't even say like screw the people that didn't. He's like he wrote
Well,
and curses
I'm gonna
those who
start
hindered.
saying curses.
Curses.
And curses to those.
Ooh, I don't like
Regal, Rafferty.
that person's Instagram comment is hindered my ability to say anything except curses.
Starbucks, I'd like to thank everyone who made my drink. If you didn't make my drink, fuck off.
Yeah.
Curses to you.
No. If you were in front of me online and stopped the baristas from making my drink, you die, and then everyone else.
Oh, I have some thoughts on coffee real quick.
Sure.
I want to know how you guys
That's what I'm
feel.
drinking.
Because I don't know what you ordered.
Never
But-
drink it. It's a devil's bean. Hate it. Hate it so
There
much.
we go. Perfect. I feel like there should be a separate line for people who take their coffee just black.
Agreed.
Nice.
Or
Nice.
cold brew. Right?
Agreed.
Don't you
I
think
agree.
so?
Agreed.
I agree.
Thank you. I don't even drink coffee, and I agree with you.
Thank you. I have a verbal petition going in my brain.
Too good. That's,
No.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I don't
we could
really
end
drink a lot
on
of coffee.
Concord, you know?
I'm more of a matcha guy, but I
Oh,
do
really?
but I do drink espresso black. So I have to wait. You got to wait for that. So
You
do
have
I
to
get
drink it from a
do I
tiny
get
cup.
do I get to be put on what line if I just want an espresso? It's black, but an espresso still
Oh, it
takes
looks
a
very
little bit
nice,
more
Jeremy.
time than a pour. Well, less than a pour over, but or drip. I don't know. See, I'm just throwing out words now. Yeah,
all right, we're getting way out of the weeds here. Thanks to Mamrie Hart. Let's hear some plugs.
Oh man,
getting way out in the weeds.
Y'all make this key lime pie. It's so good.
All right, Danny Macchiato.
We are getting towards the end here. About 5 minutes. We have to pop off.
We are brought to you by
the
Last Podcast Network.
As I eat the pie, yes, we are a part of the Last Podcast Network. Check them out. LastPodcastNetwork.com.
They're the best. Henry is one of my old school buddies.
The best.
Dabrowski.
Those guys are great.
Love those guys.
Also, check out our Patreon and Mamrie's Patreon. Why not? Patreon.com/
or just my podcast.
Danny Mike. Yeah.
It's called
This Might Get Weird. With Grace Helbig.
There you go. And then what about your social stuff? It's a lot of Mametown, right?
Yeah, Mametown. I'm a destination, not just a person. Yep, it's Mametown on Twitter and Instagram, and I've TikToked 3 times. I'm actual Mametown on that.
I think
so. How does that work? Are you enjoying TikTok? Out of your 3 posts?
No, I don't understand it. I literally have to edit on my computer and then send it to my phone and then put it on TikTok, which is, I think, the point of TikTok is for easier editing.
What, you don't know how to stitch? You don't know how to stitch it? Just stitch it. I don't understand what stitch it means.
Do I duet it? I don't know.
I believe you use TikTok to make NFTs, right? That's what. No? Okay. No. Okay, great.
Gotta go.
You know, it's funny. Mike, if Mike's blood pressure spiked the second time he said NFTs.
I just want to eat my pizza.
Well,
you have to wait. Yeah, you should take a bite.
You never showed it to us.
No,
you were
getting
gone. Jerry Rafferty. Yeah. We got the sizzle.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You had that great Rafferty content.
Right down the line.
That is right down the line. Stop it. Stop it right now.
You can find Danny at...
I'll send you right down to Baker Street right now.
Oh, get out.
Wow.
Well, curses to you.
Well, Goodwill Hunting soundtrack. That's all. That's because it was... Okay. You can catch Danny at D Tamberelli on the Twitters, at Danny Tamberelli on Insta. Michael's at Michael C. Maronna on the Twitter. I am at Remy Balon on Twitter, at Jeremy Balon on the Insta. I have a podcast called Going Dork. Check that out if you like UFOs and haunted cars and shit. And and
I'm willing to concede that Mamrie won the old Bake Off. But
I was just gonna say, I don't know how we judge this. I don't know how we.
I want to put my pizza.
You
can't put my pizza in a headlock.
You can put your pizza in a headlock. Yours looks nice. Looks like real pizza. You went above and beyond, and so the Danny and Mike Potluck Award goes to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You just won a Going Dork sticker.
And you got a Going Dork sticker. And we're gonna share the recipes unless maybe no one's getting this recipe.
No, is it Patreon only?
It should be. Yeah, we will. We'll make it Patreon only.
We'll cut you in.
No. I mean an exclusive to just your patrons.
Sure.
I believe the terminology is Patreon exclusive.
That's right.
Look.
Okay, then
we're doing a Danny and Mike 4-course option with
oh yeah,
pizza.
I thought you were gonna spill that.
and the time to beat for a beat down beatie butt and my cabbage cabbage.
That's right.
cabbage
when the wind blows the cradle.
Mamrie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
We're so psyched.
And letting me just talk about food on your non-food podcast.
A lot of people.
We don't have any business with direction in
Themes.
our podcast.
Okay, perfect. I like that.
Don't worry about us. We are along for the ride, and we really enjoyed the beatdown.
Some comedians come on and call it awkward and what is happening here? And are we recording? So yeah, you did great.
Right,
and
we can't say are we recording
Well,
yet. Yes. Well, you know.
I will send that off with one last, curses to them. I enjoyed myself.
Thank you so much, Mamrie.
We enjoyed it too. Yeah.
Go follow her. Go watch her stuff. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamberelli and Michael C. Maronna. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balon. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors. You can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.
Was that real chili under your eyes?